Hello, this is Billy Core from the Carolina Circle Mall Wiki. Today is Monday, October the 3rd of 2016. And what we're looking at today is the good old-fashioned Tandy 1000 SX from around 1986. Got this about a year and a half ago from recycling at work. And I finally got around to making a video about it back in January of this year. Although at that point I really hadn't been able to do a whole lot with it, but now that I got part of my office back, I was able to set it up in a more permanent, prominent location so it can get a little bit better use. I still don't have an actual CGA monitor for it, unfortunately, so I'm still having to use a 12-inch television set using the composite output from the computer. Doesn't look as good as an actual CGA monitor, but gets the job done and it works well enough. Now, what have I done with it since then other than move it out here? Well, I've made a lot of discs for it, including its boot disc, MS-DOS 3.2.0 for the Tandy 1000, special version for Tandy 1000s. Got it off of some website that has a lot of resources for these old Tandy 1000s. I forget the address to it, but if I remember it, I'll put it in the video description and/or annotation. One huge setback I've always had with this computer is that the floppy drives on here are only 360K. And a lot of the games I want to play on here are larger than 360 kilobytes. Meaning that I can't put them on any disk that would fit in this computer. So I've been trying like crazy to figure out a way to get higher capacity data on here. Now this did come with a hard drive in it on a hard card connected into one of its 8-bit ISA slots, but that was completely dead on arrival, so that no longer works. And I've heard that you can add a 700 what I know this. I'm supposed to know this. I'm drawing a complete blank. A 700K 3.5-inch floppy drive to one of these, but but the thing is, I've been unable to find a 720K floppy drive that will work in here because these Tandys are a little bit picky about their drives. So you have to have a very particular type of floppy drive to put in here. I remember about a year ago I attempted to install a standard 1.44 meg 3.5-inch floppy drive in here. The connections were just fine, but it just acted like it didn't even exist. So that was out of the question. I think my my best bet would be to buy something I've seen on eBay. It's a little bit pricey. It's around $60, but it's an 8-bit ISA card that you can plug into a system like this. And it gives you an IDE connection that is specifically designed to connect compact flash cards. And if I was to do that, I could load up all kinds of games on there and not have to worry about these floppy disks, as nice as they are. I mean, I love floppy disks, but I feel so limited right now with this 360K limit. But nevertheless, I do have a few discs that I've started myself off on. And in a little bit I'll show you how I make these discs. So let's get the tripod set up and fire it up. Also forgot to show this. This is an actual ad for the Tandy 1000 SX that I printed out and hung up on the wall right by the Tandy, just as a little bit of decoration. An enhanced version of America's #1 PC compatible. Be really cool while you get that monitor someday. Anyway, on to the rest of the video. Alright, hope this is a good enough angle. Tripod gets a little bit unreliable at times, so hopefully it'll cooperate. So let's go ahead and fire it on up. $640K of memory. No one will ever need more than that. Okay, he's asking for the date. Keep in mind that this was at a time when most, if not all, computers did not have a built-in clock battery, so every time you would boot the computer up, you would have to set the date yourself, like right here. Usually I don't, but for the sake of the video, we'll go ahead and do that. Today is 10. Oh, turn the numlock on. 10-03. 2016, and we'll leave the time as is. Alright, we're now in MS-DOS version 3.20 from 1986. We are using a computer and an operating system that predates me by about 3 years. So, this is older than me, folks. Okay, so what should we do now? Well, let's load up one of our discs. Let's see. First I want to show off something kind of cool. This is a little demo program that will show off the capabilities of the 4.77 MHz CPU that's in here. And it's really cool. So we'll put it in drive B. Switch to the B drive on the command prompt. And I believe the command is 477. Okay, this is really going to show off the capabilities of the Tandy video and the Tandy audio that's in this system, which is really unique. Are you using a Tandy/PC Junior? Yes, we are. Welcome to 4.77 MHz demo, an 8086 demo by Philip Hassey. Okay, we want Tandy music. And we have Tandy graphics, so here we go. Don't know how well that came out on video, but that was a pretty cool little demo there, showing off the capabilities of this system. Okay, what else should I show off? Found something interesting, but I'm going to save that for Nostalgic Christmas, so you'll see it in December. This one requires copy protection, which I don't feel like getting around. Let's see. I wonder what Sidewinder is. I made this disc the other week, but I forgot what it is. Some sort of game. DIR. Okay, Sidewind. Guess we'll find out. Arcadia software. Okay, any key to begin. Love the sound of that floppy drive. Oh, it's like some kind of shoot 'em up. Oh yeah, you have to do it with the number pad. And we got blown up. Okay, how do I shoot? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to avoid all the obstacles, I guess, for now, until I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to shoot with. I do remember this game now, but I don't remember how to play. Wait a minute. I think I had it. Maybe not. Okay, game over. I'm gonna give this one more try. Okie dokie. Oh, okay, that didn't take long to die. Apparently if you hit... Okay, we can't... Okay, enough of that. This might be one of those games where we'll have to reboot the computer to get back to DOS. Well... Okay. There we go. Even as far back as 86, you could still do a Control-Alt-Delete. Next, I'm going to show a game I actually just downloaded tonight called, very simple game called Bouncing Babies from, I believe, 1984. Go ahead and slide this in. And we'll skip the date and time. We'll go to drive B, and we want to open the baby executable. Purpose of this game is to, well, catch the babies that are falling out of this burning building. and try to maneuver them into the ambulance. Sounds simple enough. Maybe. Alright, spacebar to start. Okay, I'm getting too distracted by the camera to... I was a lot better at this earlier this evening. There we go. You can probably get the gist of it just by looking at it. Not too difficult, at first at least. Okay, now they're shooting out two at a time, so, well, two at once, I mean, so I'll give it another try. A lot better this time, and I probably just jinxed myself. Okay, wave 2. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated, as you can see. We just killed a baby. That's horrible. You have to be quick. Oh, we just killed another one. That's kind of brutal, huh? Alright, that's game over, I believe. So we'll escape. And now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I make floppy disks for this computer. Okay, so here's the Packard Bell Legend 822 CDT. This is the Hillary board model that I got last year. This is not the one that you usually see in my videos, but this is the one I use out here in the office. And what makes this necessary for our Tandy project is that this has a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk drive, which I added. So, how do we get a game from my main computer here all the way back to the 80s? Well, we got to make a pit stop in the 90s first via this computer. Now, I've just downloaded a game from DOSGames.com. So it's in a little zip file called castle.zip, so we'll go ahead and open it. And again, you want to make sure with a system like this that it's smaller than 360 kilobytes. Now we're going to take this standard issue 1.44 meg 3.5 inch floppy disk, stick it in our USB drive here, and just to make things a little bit cleaner, I'm going to format the disk, so we'll be sure that it's completely empty. Probably not necessary, but might as well. Okay, we'll just do a quick format. Ah, that was loud. Okay, now what we'll do is simply drag and drop these files from the zip file to the floppy disk. Alright, we got that copied over. And now we pop it in our Packard Bell here. And we grab a 360K disk. And we'll pop it in the drive up here. And first things first, we need to go into My Computer, right click 5 1/4 inch floppy, format. We're going to set the capacity to 360 kilobytes, no label, do a quick format, and there we go, our disk is ready. And you can probably guess what's going to come next. We're going to go to our 3.5 inch floppy, which contains the files we just copied onto it from our main system. And we're simply just going to drag and drop it to the 5 1/4 inch floppy. Now it gets a little bit more complicated when it's a disk image. I actually have an older version of WinImage installed on here that works on Windows 95. And that allows me to write images to floppy disk. But in this case, it's just random files. We can just do good old-fashioned copy and pasting. So our disk is ready. So we'll head on over to the Tandy. We'll remove our disk from a while ago. Put it back in the holder there. Pop this one in. Lock it in place. Do a DIR to see what we got. Okay, it's a little file called Castle. So we'll reposition the tripod here. And let's see if this works. This it's always a crapshoot. You never know if you've got a program that'll run on here or not. This may work, it may not work, but there's only one way to find out. I'm just going to load up castle.exe. Doing something. Castle Adventure. This is indeed shareware. Now I've never played this before. I better get some instructions. Okay, you are trapped in a deserted castle and you must escape. It is rumored that the castle is full of treasures. Can you find them all? Use the cursor keypad to move your men around the rooms. To pick up a visible item, just run into it. To pick up an item not displayed on the screen, use the command GET. To attack monsters, just run into them, but only if you have a weapon. The computer accepts most two-word commands. There are 83 rooms and 13 treasures. To see the high score, look at the wall in the courtyard. Okay, looks like it's some kind of old-fashioned RPG. Not too familiar with this style of game, but I'm willing to give it a try. You're in the castle courtyard. To the north is a large doorway. To the south is a large gate. Okay, I guess we just move this thing around with the arrow keys. I guess we'll go up to this little doorway up here. You're in the entrance room. Exits are to the north and south. Okay, we'll just move up. You're in the welcome hall. This room was used to welcome guests. There are large archways in all four walls. Okay, we'll go to the left. You're in the west. Okay, I think we died. Okay, so let's not go in there. Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we want to get away from that because we don't have a weapon. Ah, there we go. Don't know what that was. Okay, we got a helmet. This is the balcony. Okay, we'll go up here. Again, I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, apparently these U's are staircases. That's interesting. Okay, that took us back where we were. Okay, we'll just go down here. I have a feeling we're going to be going around in circles. Long staircase leading down. Alright. Okay, apparently we can't go through there yet. I have no clue what I'm doing, folks. Okay, we don't want that touching us, apparently. And we lost our helmet. Silver bars. Okay, then. What am I doing? You know what? I think that's enough for tonight. But yeah, that's the Tandy 1000 SX as it stands tonight. Again, I really need to find a way to transfer bigger storage onto here. Like I said, I think my best option will probably be getting that 8-bit ISA IDE card and just hook a CF card up to it. It's a little bit pricey, and I want to make sure, I want to do a lot of research before buying it, so I'll know that it will definitely work in the system. Because I don't want to be stuck with something that I paid $60 for that's not going to do me any good. So until then, we'll just stick with software that's 360 kilobytes or smaller. So I'm going to go put a label on this game we just tried. So until next video, this is Billy Core signing off.